Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 26th. This week, we are going to take a look at your current general energies in this first row. In your second row, we're going to look at what you need to hear the most right now, so kind of like the most important message for you at this time. And in your last row, we're going to look at any messages from your future self or from your guides. I should say and for your guides, from your guides. Then at the end, we are going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. I will give you time to answer those questions. I will also be answering all 3 cards I pull as just kind of like one intuitive message. So if you don't have a question, that's fine. We will just be answering those all together. But Scorpio, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what is going on for you. I'm using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, by the way. Now, this deck is awesome, so that's why I'm using it. But you start off in your current general energies with the Nightingale Spirit. This card says love is all around. So if you're looking for love, I definitely feel that there could be love coming in for you. You have the Lovers here. As well, you have the Empress, which tells me you're very attractive at this time. You also have the Star as well, and the Star also can be a card of attracting people into your life. So I do feel if you're looking for love, there could be love coming in for you. We'll dig into that in a minute. I feel like this is more, I want my readings to be bigger picture than just love anyway. I mean, I'll talk about it if it shows up, but for a lot of you, I feel that this is talking about you kind of exposing something here. This is like a skill. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Star, and the King of Wands here. In this deck has 4 kings, like 4 female versions of the kings, just so you know. I actually left them in the deck because I kind of like that there's duplicates of the kings in here. This is how the deck was created, and I could pull these out, but I just left them in. Why not? And you have this King of Wands here. So the King of Wands is kind of like about being bold, about being assertive, and really going for something. And you have this Star card here as well. For some reason, I feel like it's time for you to take yourself out of this Star energy. It is funny that in the same row, you have the Tower. I mean, it's been like a running joke now that it wouldn't be a Scorpio reading without the Tower showing up, right? But for some of you, it's almost like it's time for you to take action. I say this because you have the Queen of Pentacles right here, Scorpio. This Queen of Pentacles, I love this this version of the Queen of Pentacles. I love this whole deck. It's an awesome deck. But this deck, there are like a bunch of rabbits down here. Normally, the Queen of Pentacles just has 1 rabbit right here. But the Queen of Pentacles can actually represent fertility. And it is an energy of kind of like fleetness, which is things moving very quickly, kind of like noticing these changes that are happening in your life. But the changes kind of happen like in leaps, if that makes sense, where it's just like one big change. Then there's a pause. Then there's another big change. Then there's a pause, right? That's kind of like the energy that I'm getting for you here, Scorpio, is that there are a lot of changes going on in your life, but they're kind of like happening at different stages, or they're happening in stages, I should say here as well. The Star, I feel, is again, I keep trying to change the Star message in my head, but I'm having a hard time just getting away from the fact that I feel this reading is kind of like saying that you need to come out of star mode. Star mode is kind of like this place of healing, resting, relaxing, recovering, and everything like that as well. I'm getting like there's like a rare opportunity are the words that are popping into my head. You're going to need to really like jump on to this opportunity. I feel you're really going to need to take advantage of an opportunity that comes your way this week. And I feel like I kind of feel that these 2 rows are tied together, but there's like an opportunity that's going to be very special. Let's get it. You have the Justice card here in the first row. Your finances are balancing out. 10 of Swords, time to move on. Like I said, it is time for you to move on from the Star energy is what this reading is saying here. And the Knight of Cups, time for you to move towards a dream. Knight of Cups can be a knight in shining armor, but the Knight of Cups is an energy of looking into a cup. He's kind of like looking into that cup, and he is dreaming of everything that he desires in his life. This card kind of says like it is time for you to get moving. It is time for you to take those first steps towards a dream. It is time for you to start working on something that you want to create or manifest in your life. If you're wondering how do I do this? Justice card. The Justice card is kind of like an energy of needing to stack things on the right side of the scale. The Justice card is a card of cause and effect. It says if you take action, you will see results. The scale will start tipping in your favor. You need to look at life as just putting more and more and more things on the side of the scale that tips towards you. That's what this reading is saying to me. I feel like it's like saying it doesn't matter how small of progress you're making. Eventually that scale is going to tip in your favor, and then you're going to get all this right here. Which we have in your next row, which is what's the most important message for you, or what do you need to hear the most right now? Abundance. There is abundance coming in for you here, Scorpio, with this card, but I also feel it's saying that you need to kind of stack things in abundance on the right side of the scale. And again, these could be very small steps. In this row here, it's like you could be looking to improve a business, grow a business, get a job, start your career, get into a relationship. This card to me is saying you can have it all, right? Queen of Pentacles, card of resourcefulness. Queen of Pentacles can have whatever she wants or desires in her life. But again, she just needs to put the work in to get it, which is true for everybody. But I feel like this is saying that the abundance that message is asking you to hear is it's saying that you could create enough things in abundance to stack on the right side of the scale. You have the Lovers, the King of Swords, and the Three of Wands here. For some of you, I do get this energy of waiting for a message to come in. I do feel that a message could be coming in for you from a person if you are waiting for a message to come in. For others, this to me, no, and by the way, I would also say that I would be careful of getting pregnant unless you want to get pregnant here. You have the Empress. We go from the Queen of Pentacles, Justice, King of Swords to the Empress here. And I am getting this message that if you don't want to get pregnant, I would be careful. If you want to get pregnant, then by all means, go for it. But you have the Lovers, the King of Swords, and the Three of Wands here. And, to me, again, like I was talking about this star, it's like you're awakening to an opportunity. It looks very far away to me here, Scorpio. It's kind of like you see something as an opportunity, but there's like a hesitation here. It's like this could be a job offer, a job opportunity. It could be maybe you need to move for a job opportunity. But I'm seeing something way off in the, way over there, way off in the distance. It's like there's something for you, but you are looking at it as out of reach is the words that I'm getting here. And so I feel that for some of you, you're looking at something as an opportunity, but you're looking at it as out of reach. Part of your advice is this Lovers card. The Lovers is being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. The King of Swords is your most important card here. The center card in a 9-card spread is the right here. This is the most important card in the spread, and it's like saying that you have all the knowledge, you have all the wisdom you need to kind of take advantage of an opportunity. Let's get more advice and more about this opportunity that you see off in the distance. It's a wish, it's a dream come true. For some of you, this could be love at a distance as well. So if you're interested in someone from a distance in love, I would go for it here, Scorpio, definitely for you. You have the Judgment card. This is your true inner calling. You are being called to something here. And you have the Four of Cups as well. This is a very solid offer that's coming in for you. Four of Cups is everything you want in your life, Scorpio. I know that sounds dramatic, but it really is. It is, you are manifesting something with the Four of Cups. He's manifesting these cups that are in front of him, and he's also manifesting that hand reaching out of the cloud. He's ignoring it. He's not looking at it. He's not seeing it as an opportunity, but it is. So for some of you, this could definitely be love. You have the Judgment card and the Tower. I mean, to me, that is extremely major transformative energy when you have the Judgment card and the Tower in a reading. To me, both those cards, I mean, that really represents getting something that you truly desire. To me, that is like something that you truly want to have in your life when these two cards come up together. So it's like there's something very significant, a very significant change. This would be having like a revelation, like having like a major wake-up call in your life here when you have these two cards together, and it's like you're awakening to something that is a very solid opportunity. I'm gonna pull an extra row for you, Scorpio, at the end because I feel like there's something at the tip of my tongue. I even feel that some of you have the tip of the tongue thing going on right now, where it's like there's something right there. It's almost like you're a cat. You can almost reach out and grab it, but it's not quite there yet, this opportunity. We'll look at it. In your last row here, for any advice or messages from your guides, you have the Exchange Gifts card here. For a lot of you, if you're feeling weird or down, the message I'm getting is literally you could be exchanging gifts. Sometimes I feel when if you're having a bad day, doing something for somebody else is like a great thing to do. It can kind of pull you out of that energy. And that's kind of what I feel like this is saying here. I do also feel that there are gifts coming in for you. You have the Six of Wands, the Tower, and the Empress. And look at this. On the Six of Wands here, we have this hummingbird. And it's kind of like there's a lady riding this hummingbird with the flower out in front. It's almost like it's almost like a carrot, a horse with a carrot and a stick. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you're kind of like getting something to move forward here in your life. For a lot of you, I feel you've been on a long journey and your guides are recognizing that. I feel like your guides are now going to be using rewards to guide you along. In a lot of ways, I feel like you are kind of going to be like the horse with the stick and the carrot, right? But it's like at least there's a carrot now. I feel like saying that in the past there hasn't been a carrot, right? I feel like it's been all stick, if that makes sense here, Scorpio. And what I mean by that is it's almost like the universe has just been beating you with a stick with this energy. But it's like things are changing. I feel like now there's a carrot. There's a why. There's a reason that things are happening. There's a reason for you to go on a path or to work on whatever it is that you're working on here. I do feel that you've experienced this quite a bit. The Tower, we've talked about this before. You keep getting the Tower. I really feel like it's saying you have experienced multiple Tower moments. I feel like the universe has kind of had you build things up multiple times and then they crumble down. It's like you build it up, crumbles down, build it up, crumbles down. Like I just get that repeat energy on this Tower card. It's actually a beautiful Tower card here, right? But it's like you've been building things up and tearing things down. I do feel like for some of you, it's like you're still trying to hold on to something that is falling apart. What you are preventing is Empress energy. This is something that you won't be able to prevent, is what I would say. I think that's the wrong way to put this as well. The Empress is a beautiful card of abundance, card of success, card of like everything you desire in your life coming in here as well. So I do get like major abundance coming in for you. I get a lot of happiness coming in for you as well. But again, I do feel it's going to be through change. Some of you are releasing something that you just rebuilt. I keep getting this message for you. For some of you, it's almost like you've been working on a business. I feel like you made a change recently over the past year or so. You made a change and it's like now you have to change again. I feel like this could be in any area of your life. For some of you, it's like maybe you just moved and it's like you have to move again. I get this like I have to do this again. That is like the message that keeps popping into my head here from your guides, but this is like you are heading towards this. Whatever change you have to make again at this time here, Scorpio, is going to lead to a lot of abundance and happiness with that Empress card. Let's clarify this and get some more detail. Then we're going to pull an extra row, like I said. Make sure to drop a like on this video, by the way. I really appreciate all the likes and all the support, Scorpio. But we're going to pull an extra row to learn more about this opportunity that's coming in for you. Six of Cups, boom. I love 2 6s. I think, that 2 6s to me really says you're on the right path. You're going in the right direction. You're moving towards things that are just right for you, things that are bigger and better. I get this sense of happiness for you on the Six of Cups. I feel like the Six of Cups is saying you're doing things that you've wanted to do. You're experiencing things or having experiences that you've wanted to have for a very long time. It's like the universe is rewarding you, like I said, with that Six of Wands. Love it. You have the King of Cups. Yep. I feel like there's a lot of happiness coming in for you. In a lot of ways, this is you here, Scorpio. The King of Cups on this card. It's almost like saying that you have experienced, the things are falling apart all over the place, right? The whole world is burning practically. And this is you saying you're like sitting in your power. He's in choppy waters on the King of Cups, but he's maintaining his emotional stability. He's not allowing things to affect him. It doesn't mean that he doesn't care. It doesn't mean that he doesn't care about what's going on in the world. It just means that he is going to stay an emotional anchor for those around him. And, that's what this could be saying. It could be saying that no matter what is going on in the world, maintain your emotional state because it will help lift everybody around you up. And you have the Hierophant. For some of you, could be getting married. For others, I would definitely be careful of getting pregnant. You have the Judgment card, the Tower with the Empress. This could be like a surprise pregnancy. For some of you, I do feel like you've already had a surprise pregnancy. For others, I feel like this is someone in your life who could be having a surprise pregnancy. But again, if you don't want to have a surprise pregnancy, I would be careful. But let's I want to ask about this. It's not real. I wouldn't really call this a hidden opportunity, but I do feel there's like an opportunity. It just doesn't, it's kind of like distant. It's far away. And what that could mean that literally there's an opportunity coming in for you that is far away. For others, I feel like there's like a learning curve. There's like an opportunity that's coming in for you, whether it be in work, business, love, money, whatever. But it's like there's going to be a learning curve. There's something you have to learn here. You have the Emperor. It's going to be very significant for you, whatever this opportunity is. Let's keep going. You have the Four Wands. Could be love for sure. So, like I said, if you're experiencing love from a distance, it could be love. How look at this too. It's like there's like a tower in the middle of this card here. So it's almost like you could be rebuilding the opportunity that you're getting is to rebuild your tower again. And the reason it's showing up as an opportunity that feels distant is because it's probably not something you want to do. I get the sense that if you're having to rebuild something, or like I said earlier, where I was saying it's like you just did something and now you're having to do it again, it's probably like you're done. Like you don't want to do it again. But I would encourage you here to do it again. And you have the Ace of Swords. It will lead to a victory for you here, Scorpio. It will lead to a major win. So I feel that this opportunity that's coming in for you, for most of you, is to rebuild a tower. So where it doesn't matter where you've had a tower moment, I feel like you are being presented with the opportunity to rebuild it. The Emperor just says you have learned everything through these tower moments. You know what to do now. You know what to avoid, you know what to accept, you know where to put your energy. You learned through those tower moments. The Emperor is really asking you not to waste your knowledge, right? And the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is always above the mountains, as I always say. The Ace of Swords doesn't say you will never experience a challenge again. It says you will easily be able to overcome challenges in the future. So it's kind of like a card of overcoming challenges in your life here, Scorpio. You have the Four of Swords here, definitely a recovery. Blessings coming in for you. Look, oh, damn, Scorpio. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is everything you want. 10 of Pentacles is the tree of life. 10 of Pentacles is success, abundance, like all those great things coming in for you. Really nice. And with the Ace of Swords, Six of Wands, victory, success. This to me, I feel like I need to encourage you here, Scorpio, because again, there's like a very strong desire on your side of things of not wanting to repeat a tower in this reading. So it's like if you experience love, it's like you've healed with a star and you're going back to the tower. You're like saying to yourself, I want to break this cycle. Totally understand, right? But at the same time, I feel like you need to rebuild your tower at this time because it's like you're going to build it stronger and better in general, and it will be a victory. So that's what I'd say there. I would move towards your fears, right? I would move towards anxiety. Strength card wanting to pop out there. I don't take pop-outs, but it is interesting that it popped out. But I would move towards your fears. I don't think it's fear. I think it's excitement. We're going to pull 3 cards now, Scorpio. We're going to do 1, 2 here, and 3. Feel free to pause this video if you need a second to think about your questions. But 1, 2, 3. I'm also going to answer these all together. For question number 1, I would say yes, definitely. 10 of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? So definite yes here. I feel there's major success here. For some of you, I feel like this is true love if you're asking about love. I'm also getting the word calmness or calm something. Is popping to my head. So for some of you, I feel like this, whatever you're asking about, will make you very calm. But I would say yes. For question number 2, I would say yes, definitely. Wheel of Fortune. Here, things are turning in your favor here with this Wheel of Fortune. I feel there's a lot of luck coming in for you as well. And in your last row, you have the Devil. I would say no. I feel like you need to pay attention to the warning signs here, Scorpio. Putting it all together here, I feel that you are, like, your fortunes are changing. The Devil, I feel, is saying avoid the things that you know you need to develop. In a lot of ways, I was just listening to a talk with Les Brown. And he's one of my favorite people of all time. I listen to him like every single day. But he was just saying to get something you truly desire, you have to become someone that you've never been before. You basically have to change. You have to step into an energy, right? So it's like if you're hoping for improvements in your life, it's like you have to become something that you've never been before. You have to change yourself in some way. And I get that energy for you here. I feel like any changes you could make to yourself will be very beneficial. And I'm talking more on a kind of like personal development level, and that's going to lead to a lot of success. But damn, really powerful reading. So thank you for being here, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Really nice week. So thank you for watching. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Scorpio, and definitely enjoy your week.